Hello, and I'm back. I mean, you can probably tell it's the same day. But I'm here to do day two because it's now the right day, December the 2nd. Yeah, day one's really nice. Did a couple of hours ago. Um, yeah, hopefully day two will be good too. Um, yeah, let me just get back into my environment. I'll probably just create some files. Bear with me. Yeah, so let's just get straight into it. Let's see what Eric has got for us today. Okay, yeah, that's part one done. That was pretty intense. Um, oh god, yeah, that was good though. I liked it. Um, although I'm kind of scared to see what part two has to offer. Because part one gave you some details, so I suggest part two is going to be tough. But let's see. Let's copy this across. Alright, let's go to part two. Yeah, I mean that's part two. Yeah, part two was interesting. I think it took me too long to realize how to solve it, but that's good. Yeah, although yeah, I made a really dumb error at the start, which gave me 1 minute timeout. But that's how the cookie crumbles. um, yeah, let's just look at the problem now. I think that was really good though. I quite like that. Um, like kind of force my brain to work. Um, a bit late into the night. But yeah, look at the album calendar. That's nice. Ooh, I'm liking the colours coming in now. Anyway, so rock, paper, scissors. Classic game, day two. The elves begin to set up camp on the beach. To decide whose tent gets to be closest to the snack storage, a giant rock, paper, scissors tournament is already in progress. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know how this game works, then I feel like you're really disadvantaged. But yeah, I think everyone knows how this game works. Rock, paper, scissors is a game between two players. Each game contains many rounds, and each round the players each simultaneously choose one of rock, paper, or scissors using a hand shape. Then, a winner for that round is selected. Rock defeats scissors, scissors defeats paper, and paper defeats rock. If both players choose the same shape, the round instead ends in a draw. Appreciative of your help yesterday, one elf gives you an encrypted strategy guide, the puzzle input, that they say will be sure to help you win. The first column is what your opponent is going to play, A for rock, B for paper, and C for scissors. The second column, suddenly, the elf is called away to help someone's tent. The second column you reason, thankfully, Eric tells us this. We don't have to figure it out ourselves, which is what I initially thought. Anyway, so the second column you reason must be what you should play in response. X for rock, Y for paper, and Z for scissors. Or Z, I guess. Winning every time could be suspicious, so the responses must have been carefully chosen. The winner of the whole tournament, I love how this is like tactically winning. It's like cheating but trying to be not suspicious about it. Yeah, so the winner of the whole tournament is the player with the highest score. Your total score is the sum of your scores for each round. The score for a single round is the score for the shape you selected. 1 for rock, 2 for paper, 3 for scissors. Plus the score for the outcome of the round. So if you lose 3, so draw, and 6 if you won. So you can't be sure if the elf is trying to help you or trick you. These really aren't reliable elves. This is not good this year. You should calculate the score you get if you were to follow the strategy guide. This example, and in this example the answer would be 15. Yeah, I mean, let's finish this. What would your total score be if everything goes exactly according to your strategy guide? Yes, I mean, when I did this just now, I think I just kind of skipped to the end. The end really doesn't tell you anything. So I guess I kind of just had to like skim read the first bit, realize that these bits are pretty useful, like especially these. Like this isn't like highlighted or bolded, so nor is this or this, even though they're all really, really critical pieces of information. And like, as great as the example is, it doesn't give you enough information to like code the question without like having read all of this first, which kind of sucked. But I guess you gotta cut out the people that just try and guess the question like I did last time. But yeah, I think that's quite nice. Not much to say here. Yeah, I mean these examples, they're good. Like some of the pieces of harder code, if you want to test your code before you submit it. But obviously if you're in a competitive environment, you probably don't really have time to do this unless you automate it, which I kind of did last year. Yeah, but this year I'm taking it more chill, so I didn't automate it. Right, let's see the code I did do. Let's go to part 1. Oops. Yeah, zoom in again for you. This one, the code, just importing the thing. It's listing every line. I really like this phrase, split lines. I know people just like doing dot split. I just feel like it took me to type that out. It took a while. I feel like typing split lines is just so much faster because it doesn't use dodgy special characters. Yeah, T0 is the answer. Now for every turn in the input, you're just going through this set of rules. And yeah, you can just kind of reference the 2 letters per line. And the first letter you can always just, I mean, based on like what you play, you always have to add a certain score to your overall score. That's what these 3 lines do. And then, of course, then you add scores based on whether you win or lose. And that's just what these 3 big if statements do. Not an elegant solution, probably something you can do with dictionaries to make it better. But it looks good. I mean, it looks good enough. And it's really fast to code because you can just copy paste it. And like, it did take me a while initially to get the hang of what is A, what is X, what is Y. I probably would have been faster with that if I read the question better. But yeah, I think it's pretty good because you can just spot the patterns here with the numbers and roughly what order they should go. And how like, once you found these 2, like order 360 here and 036 here, like this just has to be the only third combination left. Yeah, that's pretty good to find. Yeah, of course, just gotta have these on one line, just makes it a bit easier to copy and things. Not much else to say there. That was it. Just trying to think fast, go through it fast. I think I did pretty well. Could have gone a bit faster in terms of understanding what each of the letters mean, but I think I found a pretty fast way to solve it. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, and I mean the colors on this, the symmetry just looks really nice. Yeah, I'm not sure my Komsky teachers would agree, but I think it looks good. Right, part 2. The elf finishes helping with the tent and sneaks back over to you. Anyway, the second column says how the round needs to end. X means you need to lose, Y means you need to end the round in a draw, and Z means you need to win. Good luck. Clearly, I guess, reasoning from above was not correct. Classic. Chucking a twist for part 2. Love Eric in this. The total score is still calculated in the same way, thank God. But now you need to figure out what shape to choose so the round ends as indicated. The example above now goes like this, blah blah blah. Now that you're correctly decrypting the ultra top secret strategy guide, you get a total score of 12. Following the else instructions for the second column, what would your total score be? you should follow this new strategy guide. Yeah, I mean, when reading this question, again, I just skip to the end. You can't really do that. You kind of have to read these two. Yeah. The example, yeah, for the easy problems like today, you don't have to like read it, because they're more if you want to logic through things or think through things. For the harder days, so you can just kind of ignore all of that. But yeah, this was a bit of a shock to me because it was just a really random thing they decided to change. Kind of figure out again what that means, like how everything remaps. And again, I think probably too late in the night. I just woke up from a nap, so my brain's not working yet. But yeah, I think I relatively quickly figured out a good way to do it fast. Yeah, so now, like, just based on what your second thing is, you can't decide. I mean, you can decide that, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, you see here, like, these three lines up until this point, they're repeated in these. I guess I could have just chucked them at the front, but it wasn't difficult just to change, like, these three numbers for all of these three. Yeah, I probably could have put it up here, to be honest, like I did before. Because, I mean, these three numbers, you always add the same number based off the second character of each line. Yeah, because I could just chuck it up here. But anyway, that's fine. Yeah, and just to decide what am I going to play, like, I think you kind of had to bypass all of the kind of lettering systems. You kind of had to think beyond that, and kind of ignore that, because ultimately your goal is to get the numbers and your total. So if you kind of think about it that way, and I guess don't just try and figure out what you're meant to play, you can really quickly bang out these numbers in your head, these values in your head. Yeah, and if you do it fast enough, I guess you can get good leaderboard points. Yeah, and like again, it's not difficult to type this stuff out, like 4 characters each. And anytime you type in those first 3 characters, you've probably thought of the answer to like the value. Similar idea here again, yeah. To be honest, this code is probably neater looking than the previous one, even though like this if statement is now effectively 2 lines but on 1. I think it's neater looking. But yeah, similar to it did before, I really liked that. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, so that was a pretty epic day. Yeah, so I love that day a lot. Yeah, I mean, kind of using a really basic game that everyone knows how to play, turning it into a programming challenge, had a nice twist. Well constructed, Eric, well constructed. Yeah, it would have been a good separator for people on the leaderboard. And speaking of the leaderboard, now that I'm actually on the correct day, let me just check. Timings, oh god, 2.5 minutes for the top, that's good. 6, a bit slow again, but like, this is insane. Like, these people are just insane. About part 1. 150, yeah. This guy, yeah. Must have worked out the values really fast. Got really fast break there. Awesome though, yeah. These are some good times. Well, overall though. Oh, I bet Everest has gone up here. Anyone else I know? Jonathan Paulson, yeah. Yeah, I recognise some of these names. Yeah, these guys. I think it's back to the really good, really smart people now. I'm starting to populate the leaderboard more. Yeah, because those are the people with consistency. Like, I made the leaderboard a few times last year, but only 7 stars out of the 50. So not the consistency to stay on here for long. So I only stayed on here for 2 days. But like, I think it's gonna get interesting. Let's see the normal leaderboard. Private leaderboard, sorry. Yeah, I mean, now that I've actually got 2 stars, I shouldn't be as low down. Yeah, still pretty low down because everyone above me has got 2 stars. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think in our school we have too many people waking up early. Like, really only these 7-8 people. That's probably going to thin down over the next week or so. Probably only like a few of these people that wake up early. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Haven't got global points yet. Ooh, no. Yeah, I mean, it's really competitive in the early days. Let's see. How fast do people do? Oh, yeah, wow. Yeah, I've been out it pretty well. Sophie also pretty close behind, but yeah, I've been out it well, yeah. Yeah, these are some good times. Yeah, quite a lot of people doing it as well. Anyway, that's enough looking at stats for today, after a quick look at these. 100k. Damn, 100k. Doing day 2. Like both parts of day 2 as well. That's a lot. Yeah, love AoC so much. Yeah, here's how's the calendar looking. Day 2 is good. I'm excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be a weekend. He could be a bit mean, give us a hard one, but I reckon he's not going to be that mean on Saturday. I think Sunday is the one to look out for. I mean, people are going to start waking up in 6 hours, so I'm going to go to bed now and not wake up in 6 hours. But I think that's good. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you got fun with your own. Hopefully you did also like solve it yourself nice and quickly. Yeah, thanks for watching.